name is Bo, and this is a video where I'll show you how I transitioned from a synthesizer jam into a full song. So this is part 1, and if you want to see a part 2, it's important that you hit the like button so I know that this is something that you want to see. So this all started out with a jam I did with the Drum Brute from Arturia and the Moog Mother 32. Now the jam wasn't really anything like the finished song. It had the same drums and the same bass sequence that I programmed on the Mother 32. It had the same random feel, a bit acid 303 kind of style to the bass line. But ultimately, the jam was its own thing, its own little beast. And if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description. It's also the song that is running in the background, so you get a feel for where I started out. But this is kind of a workflow that I usually use. I start out with a jam, I lay down some drums, some bass, and try to find, a nice rhythm, a nice feel, but it's not always that the feel of the jam transitions very well into a full song. The starting point of this project was to record the Drum Brute into the Octatrack. Now you could of course record individual sounds and build loops inside of the Octatrack, or you can record just the stems, like the bass drum for itself, the snare drum and so on different channels. But I just recorded stereo loops because simply I thought that would do for this kind of track, and I think it turned out pretty well. Then I also recorded different parts from the Mother 32, so it's the same sort of sequence that is running, but because of all the randomization that is going on with the tempo and with the different modulations, there were actually quite a lot of different feel to the phrases I recorded. I think I recorded like 8 different loops, about 64 steps each, that all sounded quite differently. Something that would fit a verse, something that would fit a chorus, and different variations of those parts. Since I wanted to use the Mother 32 for all the sounds, it was kind of an experiment. I wanted to see how much diversity I could get out of this one synthesizer. Well, since I wanted that, I needed to make sure that the tone and character of the sounds were a bit different, so they will fit nicely in the mix. So what I did was I hooked up the Mother 32 to my Electron analog drive. It's a distortion unit, and what I did was I basically filtered out the bass frequencies and some of the mids and added a bit of high frequencies as well as the distortion to make the lead sound stand out a little bit from the bass line. Moving around the Mother 32 in order to get a better angle for a shot, I actually hit the tuning button or the tuning knob, and it took a while to get it back in tune, but it also created a situation where I used my ears a lot more to tune it, and the feel is slightly different if you check back to the original tone of it. So it probably wasn't perfectly tuned, but that is kind of the results you get from using these kind of analog synthesizers. It's not perfect, but if you use your ears, you can really come up with something that sounds very interesting. So here's the first demo of the song. Now I have added a lot of things since I made this video, and if you want to see that as well, please hit the like button, leave a comment and let me know. So if you made it this far in the video, I really have to thank you for watching the video in its entirety, and I also want to give a big shout out to all the patrons over on patreon.com/bowbeats. All you guys, your support as well as the people watching over on YouTube is what ultimately makes this channel possible. So thank you so much and have a pleasant weekend.